Oh, dude, I was following you on Instagram. Is your birthday on May 8th?
Yes, sir.
That's my birthday too. So
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, happy belated, champ.
Are you
Yes,
guys Taurus Kings?
Yes, sir.
Taurus King.
Nice.
Taurus King.
I'm gonna get that tattooed, dog.
Taurus King. Cody wearing your classic spring garb, I see.
Yeah, dude.
Is that a new Hawaiian
garb.
shirt, or is that a?
Oh no, this one's like 3 years old.
Ooh, the OG status.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Usually my Hawaiian shirts, just because I wear my clothes so hard, my Hawaiian shirts usually only last like 2 to 3 years. I have one that's like lasted 5 years, but it's like the one that I wear to the lake that I don't care gets ruined. You know what I mean?
Dude, I once gave you a blue Fat Farm Hawaiian shirt. Do you
I remember that.
Yeah, you've never worn it, I think.
Oh, for sure.
You
Wow,
have?
Jake has been keeping tabs on that
Oh
shirt.
yeah, because I was one of my most sacred items, but now I want it back.
Now I want it back. Yeah, dude, but it's Hawaiian. Dude, I went kayaking on the lake for like 5 hours yesterday.
I saw.
It was fucking sick.
That's awesome.
Is that a good workout?
I mean, lake kayaking is less like so there's obviously no whitewater because it's flat, but it's a lot harder. So I only own whitewater boats, which you have to do a lot more work on flat water, because flat water boats are meant to just glide. Whitewater boats are meant to like maneuver around and shit. So
that makes sense.
it's like a lot. The paddling that we did do was harder, but we only paddled probably like, I don't know, a mile and a half or something.
Nice.
We like paddled out to this beach, had a picnic, and drank a bunch of beers and smoked a bunch of weed and took a photo shoot.
Was that your girlfriend?
Paddled back.
Was that your girl?
No, that's just my homegirl.
Oh, okay.
No, that's just my homegirl. This girl's been like my best friend for like 2 or 3 years now.
Look at this Weezer slime. I got Weezer alien slime.
Whoa, really?
What is that?
Like the Nickelodeon slime with Weezer on it?
Yeah. They were selling it, so I bought it because I'm a ride or die Weezer fan.
I know you are, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
No, I'm just busting your chops, buddy.
No, I hear you.
I do love like their first 3 albums, I think.
Yeah, who doesn't? Those are their best for sure.
And then they've had like a couple bangers since, but for the most part,
yeah, I'm not trying to convert the unconverted right now.
You're just announcing your love.
I think we're far enough along in life where if you're not a Weezer fan by now, you're not going to be.
Yeah,
exactly.
But also, like, everyone knows like Buddy Holly and shit like that. So like, those are the real jams. I like their newer stuff, but
it's just because you're a fanboy.
Yeah, I think if you gave it a listen, you might like it, but I'm not like, go out there and listen.
Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't give their newest album a try, but like they had that one album that came out, like If I Could Be. It was like a super long title. If you were something or other.
If I were a rich man.
It was like
no, there is nothing. Oh, Everything Will Be All Right in the End.
That's the one.
That was a great one. You didn't like that one?
No, that one was like their first good one in a while.
Yes,
and then
was.
And then I feel like after that, it was also their last good one in a while.
Oh, I would say that the album after that, the White Album, surpasses that and actually might be my favorite Weezer album. But again, I'm not trying to convert. It's a very summer California album, I think. You know, you guys would dig it.
We're not listening to Weezer out here. No.
You're not, I know. I even said I knew I was defeated 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything against Weezer. Honestly, I just never liked the way that dude looked with the glasses. Seriously, he's like
an awkward dude.
Yeah, he just looked like a little
Rivers Cuomo,
snivelly little bitch. I never liked him. What's his name? Rivers Cuomo?
Rivers Cuomo.
Whoa, is he related to any of the Cuomos?
I don't know. He might be. He very well might be.
He might be, yeah.
But he was born. I think he's born in New York, but he was raised in like a Buddhist like ashram or something.
Whoa.
I don't know. He's got an eclectic life.
I like the name Rivers Cuomo.
You're still ruminating on that, huh?
Yeah, this is a Weezer
it's like,
episode
like River
now.
Phoenix, but with
with an S.
With an S and the Cuomo.
Rivers.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool name. I don't know.
It's just a hippy dippy name.
Yeah, it's a
for sure,
hippy
dippy.
Name. In Game of Thrones, Rivers would signify your bastard status.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And videos.
There we go. What up? What up? Welcome. How you been, bud?
What's up, man?
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Comics and Chronic. As always, I'm joined by my co-hosts Anthony Iannaccio and Jake F.H. Today, our guest is comedian Neko White. You may know him from True TV, Fox, Vice, AFX, Comedy Central. He's been featured on Just for Laughs Montreal Festival. He has 2 albums out, Marcellus on Spotify and Apple Music, and Dark Out on YouTube.
That is a special.
Nice.
Yeah.
and I only jump in on that. That's the only thing, that's the only one that I'll jump in on because, there's no official audio release of Dark Out yet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
so
that's
a
all
special.
video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that was great.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no problem. What was it like doing an audio only just for yourself, running your jokes, no audience? How did it feel?
It felt like a lot of things, bro. There's a part of you that feels crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But I really wanted to put something out. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do a special last year anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be a lot shorter than that. But when COVID came around, moved everything around, I was just in this place of everything just feels disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And there were no shows to do. And for me, I had never been on stage for anything longer than, I think, 2 weeks. I had the flu one time. Mm-hmm. So for me, that shit was like hell. So watching the news and everything and just taking in all this negative information was like, I got to do something. If I feel this shit, I imagine what the public feels like, right?
For sure.
I reached out to the Pinch Recording Studios. I told them about the idea. I told Michael Appen, Homeless Pip, about the idea. They liked it. They were down, let me do it down there. And went there and they let me shoot.
Nice.
And that became Dark Out.
We actually met doing comedy. The 3 of us met doing comedy in New York back in 2010 when I first met you. We were doing that ACI program. And you remember, I'm pretty sure I met you at one of their bringer shows or something like that. Was the first time I ever met you.
In 2010.
Yeah,
ACI.
you were 17, I think.
A decade ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Whoa, so when did you start doing comedy?
I started in 2007.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So how old were you?
2007. I was 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you started at a super young age. What at 14 made you be like, yo, I'm trying to make people laugh?
It's funny. It's hard to pinpoint what happened because we were in class and first day of school, I met a kid that was funnier than I was in conversation, right? And me and homie sounded alike too, so it was really, really annoying. And we got to the end of the day, and my advisory teacher at the time, she said, "Does anybody have a talent they want to share in front of the class?" So this girl named Esther, she went up, she sung a song. I'm sitting there and someone's like, go tell jokes. Yeah. I raised my hand. I asked if I could. She let me do some time and it worked. Nice. I fell in love with whatever that was, right then and there. It was like, whatever this is, I really, really like it. And Miss Richardson would let me go up 3 times a week because we had her advisor 3 times a week. So she let me go up 3 times a week. Then after that was in September of 2007. So right after that, it started to be, 3 times a week. Then we would do a show at lunch for whoever wanted to go upstairs, grab their food, and come back down to 236. And then in April of 2008, or March of '08, whenever Easter was that year, the very next Tuesday, I started going down to the comedy clubs, and then just blah, 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 blah.
Are you from New York?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Born and raised.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That's what's up.
Yeah, fam. Between Harlem and the Bronx.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out the area.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anthony's from the Bronx, and I'm from New York, but I moved out to LA 5 years ago. So
Gotcha. Heck yeah. I hope you enjoy the sun.
I do. I enjoy
Yeah.
the sun. I enjoy the legal marijuana, which is something I'm about to get to.
Ooh, are you
As
partaking
do-
with us?
As do we.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I could not find anything to roll with. Like any.
Oh,
Damn.
tragedy.
It's so tragic. because I didn't
Freebase
want to-
it.
Only because I didn't want to. I didn't.
What?
Ooh, yeah, you crazy for real. I know I have a Dutch in here somewhere. I just didn't want to keep y'all waiting any longer to look for it. Yeah. And my bong broke yesterday, so I'm
Oh,
Damn.
Oh no!
Do you have an apple?
Yeah.
What happened?
I
Yeah,
was
dude.
talking on. I have a Harry Potter podcast called the Potterhood podcast. If anyone wants to check it out, please
Ooh,
do.
shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hell
we'll
yeah,
check
shout
that out
out.
for sure. We'll put the
Yeah.
link in the description too. Hell yeah.
Appreciate you, family. So I was doing that and talking, getting to moving my arms and all whatnot, and swiped and just heard.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of them things. I'm gonna grab some gummy bears. But yeah, family, it was really low.
Yeah, I remember seeing you posting, I think, when you started the Potterhood podcast. Was that your first adventure into Harry Potter?
No, man. I've
No,
been a
you were
Harry
a
Potter
fan for a long time?
for a long time.
Nice.
Books and movies?
Right on. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep. I remember when I used to cut school back in like 7th grade. I didn't really go anywhere but to my old house and the library. So go to the library. I need to be in this bitch for 6 hours. So Half Blood Prince it is.
Hell yeah. That's actually my favorite
Nice.
Harry Potter book. Out of all of them, I think Half Blood Prince.
Good pick.
Nice.
Great pick, bro.
Nice.
Top 3 for me too.
I didn't read it because I'm more of a Crip guy, so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way that he was only half blood. Rather than That's not
Hey,
true.
man. Hey, I want you to know something.
Yeah, what was that?
Okay, now I like you. Yeah. I put myself back in defense mode. Yeah.
So this is a podcast we like to just get stoned and talk about the nerdy things we love.
Yeah,
What
man.
other shit? I know from your album that you put out that you're an anime dude. What's some of your favorite shits on there?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, One Piece is probably the GOAT for me right now. Like real big into that.
Nice.
Dragon Ball Z's up there, Naruto,
Hell
and
yeah.
I know like some people that are like deeper into anime and manga than I am. Like, oh, he's naming all the generic ones, but no, I truly do think One Piece is the greatest fictional story I've ever been introduced to.
Nice.
What's One
Period.
Piece about?
It's about a young pirate by the name of Monkey D. Luffy who wants to become the king of the pirates.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, and he leaves his hometown at like 17. He's made of rubber, and the objective is to become Pirate King. And you wouldn't think if I showed you like a very small clip of it, you probably wouldn't think you'd be able to fall in love with a show like that. And I'd bet you $50 or an ounce of your favorite strength. I bet you an ounce of it that you get past the first 50 episodes of One Piece, you'll be hooked.
It's got a ton of seasons.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
been
it?
around forever, right?
Yeah.
The joint has been around, like, to understand the weight of that show, man. Not even the show, but like the manga itself, the written work.
Mm.
I'm all caught up, and I just read chapter 1012 last week.
Damn, that's insane.
Damn.
And this, mind you, this comes out on a weekly basis,
That's
and
crazy.
sometimes bi-weekly basis. So it's been in serialization for since 1997, I think, or 1996. And this joint has it's only like 50 million sales from Batman, and Batman started serialization in the 20s, bro.
That's crazy.
And on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, it's written and drawn by the same person all these years, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Damn.
So that's just
Eiichiro Oda.
nice. And that's just like manga in itself, right? Which, like American comics, sure, writing teams, artist teams will change. So like Spider-Man, he's been around since the 60s. So he has well over 1,000 stories, but it's not like it's such a different comparison. Like to me, it's much more impressive for one person nonstop for decades to just stick to one story. So yeah, I totally see that.
The audience, to keep the audience as entranced as we are and to know the fan base as much as Oda seems to. Like, if anybody listening to this does anything as far as English language arts is concerned and all that stuff, script writing, right? Like the technical things that go into writing stories, when it comes to characters and that type of shit, character arcs, flashbacks, Eiichiro Oda might be the greatest ever.
Wow.
Ever. If you watch that, there's the themes in that show that apply to regular life in the way that you magnetize to the characters, even if you hate them. Give One Piece a chance. It's better than Game of Thrones and anything else that you've ever seen. And it's a complete fantasy.
Nice.
And once you get over the gags and just let it be itself, have a great time.
Yeah, you're not the first person I've heard this from, so.
Yeah, I've heard that like almost not word for word, but like similar. Like you give it the first, I think it was like 45, 50, 60 episodes, and you're stuck from there.
I tell you this: when you get to blah 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 blah, Luffy help me. If you make it there and you know what that line is, then you'd already probably be hooked into the show. That's when you will fall in love with the show, and it will have already built you up and broken you down and rebuilt you up again.
So if you had to rate One Piece on a scale of 1 to 6 Joe Pesci's.
I don't know who's Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci's the little angry dude from like
Home Alone.
Goodfellas and shit.
I never watched Goodfellas, bro.
Oh damn!
I'm so not a movie buff.
Oh, you and Anthony will be best friends.
I'd make you mad, bro. I'd make you mad with the movies I haven't seen. Like, feel free to toss them out.
I don't want to because I almost believe you that I will be. The fact that you don't know who Joe Pesci is, that's crazy. Do you know who Robert De Niro is?
I know Robert De Niro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
As crazy as you feel right now, that's kind of how we feel about Joe Pesci.
Yeah, dude, we love Joe Pesci here at Comics
I
and Chronic.
understand, but I love Sinbad, and not enough people respect Sinbad. To go,
Sinbad's great.
Okay, how many Sinbads would you give it?
Yeah, how many Sinbad?
1 to 6 Sinbads.
Well, I'd give it all 6, but I think in order to be Sinbad, you have to be an underrated greatest of all time. Sinbad is one of the only comedians I've ever seen that's made me go audibly out loud to another comic. Fuck, how the fuck is he doing that?
Nice.
He was killing. I went to go see him like 3 times back to back at Caroline's a couple years ago. And homie did 3 different sets, right? And we ain't talking like he ain't coming out for 20 minutes. He doing an hour and 15. So he did completely different hours, and the way
all
that he
different
do
material?
it is, he's he has ADD, right? Or ADHD, whichever one. And he'll go up and he'll just like go, lead me, give me something. You throw it, he just goes.
Nice.
Just goes. And it's like, all right, I know he didn't pay these people. Okay. You can't get this many people to go. So the way he was just able to like thread in and out of shit, great to watch. Yeah, so one of the goats, man.
Does he have any like recent tape specials, or he just hasn't done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sinbad, Where You Been is again. I don't know who like gives awards for those types of things, but they're wrong. They're so wrong. They're so wrong, bro. Because Sinbad's Where You Been, if it wasn't nominated for something that year, it definitely should have
been. Nice.
High praise for Sinbad.
Nice. That was only a few years ago, wasn't it? A couple of years ago? Yeah.
I feel like I might have seen that one. Yeah. Was it on Showtime? Was it one of those or like HBO?
It might have been on Showtime on Comedy Central. It was one of those.
Yeah.
But he's talking about how Twitter said he died and he messed up because he didn't wait long enough to make any money before he revealed that he wasn't there.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, check out the Big Dog. But yeah, One Piece. Joe Pesci's, Mike's, whatever you got. If the number is 6, One Piece gets all 6.
Nice.
One Piece all 6.
Now I want to know what other movies have you not seen?
Throw them out. This has me a title.
Jurassic Park.
Home Alone.
Seen Jurassic Park 3. Never really seen Home Alone.
Damn.
Okay.
But I know Macaulay Culkin's from Home Alone, right?
Yeah.
And I know that because of a Lil Wayne bar.
Nice. Nice. So you're a big hip hop dude.
Man.
Nice. Who are your favorites right now?
Wayne is my favorite right now. Especially if you ask Spotify. Golly, I didn't realize how much. I listened to that little thing 22,000 times.
Wow.
Damn.
Because you know Spotify takes it tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
statistics.
So when it hit me, I was like, golly.
So are you like in the top 0.1% of like Lil Wayne fans, like something like that? Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was crazy. But really dedicated artist that even though he's acknowledged as one of the greatest of all time, I actually think it depends on what you consider the greatest of all time to be. But like, I always considered that the person to make the greatest impact of them all. And in my reflection as of late, maybe it just could be recency bias, but I don't think there's somebody that's had a greater impact on the genre as a whole than
Little
Wayne.
Oh, shit.
Because Drake's going to end up being bigger than everybody. He's going to be bigger than M. He's going to be bigger than J. He might already be bigger than Jay,
Yeah.
as far as music is concerned.
Yeah.
You know, so when we talking about that, like Wayne shared his prime. Oh, damn near gave it to his prime is split up between Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Yeah.
You understand? Those are his artists. He helped groom them.
Yeah.
If we talking influence, then,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
my God. And it's not like Eminem's influence where like Eminem is yelling at everybody in the younger generation about, oh, this is why they're not as good as what it's.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
no one's ever done anything but respect Eminem, right?
Yeah.
Only ever. So it's kind of like the old, like uncle was like, I still got it, which is like, we all know you still got it. Right? You don't gotta cut off MGK's arms before he reaches his peak. Let the kid live. It's okay. It's okay. But with Wayne, it just seems more like it seems like he's still fighting for his acknowledgement. And he's put out more free quality music than most of the people.
Mixtapes.
Yeah, I remember those, man.
He just did one like a couple months ago, No Ceilings 3.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you think about
It was great too.
It was great. You think about the free music that he put out for his fans. Then you think about the albums. His most recent album was called Funeral. It was like a concept album. You know what I'm saying? But still sharp. And we talking how many years later? This dude started he started rapping when he was 8. But he's been on the scene since he was 15. The man is 38 now. And he's still spitting better than everybody he's on the track with.
Yeah.
You pull up any feature that he's had in the last 5 years, and you're gonna find over 100, maybe even 200. You ain't getting that from Jay.
For sure.
But I feel like the only thing with Lil Wayne more recently is like the last like big Lil Wayne song. I feel like I can't. I mean, I'm the wrong person to be like saying about rap anything. But like I feel like the last one I could remember is like the Carter 4 maybe.
Okay, but I'm sure you also don't listen to Wayne a lot, and I probably don't send you shit.
I mean, this was like, I'm thinking about like pre-Spotify, like the albums that were coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
I see what you mean.
So you might not even see it. His promotion ain't even the same as it used to be. I actually think it's crazy that his albums still go platinum and gold, but his promotion is kind of trash because he's a recluse. He doesn't do interviews that often, right? You don't ever see him on the Breakfast Club or anything like that. He doesn't do his own Instagram that much is obvious because Nigga, this is one of my biggest things, right? People got mad at Wayne for taking that picture with Trump in that tweet, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne didn't type that tweet. Wayne did not type that tweet. And if that was an endorsement, that was the weakest endorsement that I've ever seen in my fucking life. Let's do this just because I have the time, right? Trump, hold on, tweet.
Because I remember people were getting on Lil Wayne's case for that.
Yeah, I just want to see what everybody was so mad for. So I'm going to read it to you. Now, you tell me if this is the type of vagueness you want in the tweet. Okay? Just let me know. All right. Just had a great meeting with real Donald Trump. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today and assured he will and can get it done. What? I'm going to read it again. Just had a great meeting with Donald Trump. Besides what he's done so far with criminal reform, the Platinum Plan is going to give the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today and assured he will and can get it done. What part of that sounds like a presidential endorsement? I'm only asking because I'm reading the words, right? And outside of the date and time that it came out, if one of my friends gave me this type of endorsement to get into a acting role, I'd be really upset. That's all I'm saying. This is the weakest shit ever, because then you find out later that Lil Wayne got pardoned by Donald Trump. So if you actually read the shit where he says he listened to what we had to say today and assured he will and can get it done, he got his pardon. What does that do with being president? Truly, I'm asking, because you see, when people tell you what something is versus when you read it yourself. Yeah. Where's the endorsement?
Right. He could have just as easily said, "Hey, I love this man. I endorse him." He didn't say anything like that.
That's true.
And he didn't say nowhere here does it say Trump 2020.
Yeah.
He said was the man said that the Platinum Plan is going to get the community real ownership. He listened to what we had to say today and assured he can and will get it done.
Well, that's the bad thing about tweeting and not hearing someone speak, because you're going to infer your own tone.
But also, Wayne ain't tweet that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
But people don't think like that.
Wayne ain't never even look at this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
These people are stupid.
It's one of his people, one of his team members.
Man, if you go to one of Wayne's actual tweets, you could tell his actual tweets are spelled like a blood would spell something. There's no C's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm a big hip hop fan, and one of my favorite arguments to get into is Eminem versus Lil Wayne. Favorite argument.
Oh snap! Nice. See, I have no stake in the game with either of them. I'm not really. I didn't grow up being a fan of Eminem. I didn't have an angry white boy inside of me, so it wasn't like. I was too jolly.
Fair.
I was way too jolly of a kid to be like, yeah, I want to kill my parents. There was
hilarious. You know the thing about Eminem that makes it such a fun argument to have is that his fans give him a lot of credit for things that Wayne would never be allowed to get away with. You know what I'm saying? And I truly, honestly think Wayne is a better rapper than Eminem. Right.
So, what's that? What's an example?
So let's talk about this song that they want together, "No Love," right?
Okay.
And
I remember that song.
Wayne come in on that shit sliding. I'm gonna give you a couple bars. Throw dirt on me, grow a wildflower, just fuck the world, get a child out. Yeah, my life's a bitch, but you know nothing about her. Come on, dog. Eminem came on that shit. What'd he say? Hold on, wait. We talking about No Love. How did Eminem come in on that shit? Hold on, wait. I'm missing a bar right here. But he said something along the lines of, my nightstands are full of broken bottles. That's why my bars are full of open bottles. No, I got that line of stuff. It's open bottles, broken bottles, some shit like that. But Eminem comes in on the same track and he just gets to be basic. You know what I'm saying? Where the only bar he had in the track was, get these whack cocksuckers off stage. Where the fuck is Kanye when you need him? That's the one bar. Throw dirt on me, grow wildflowers, fuck the world, get a child out of it. In and of itself is better than all of that.
Yeah.
It's deeper than all of that. But M is so deep, it's so multi-syllabic. Shut the fuck up.
I feel like that Eminem album was like when he was phoning it in for sure before he started.
Man, we could pick any album, dog.
Dude, I think Eminem. I'm a big proponent that Eminem is mad overrated.
I don't know. He's a pretty good lyricist.
No, we can't say that. He's more than a pretty good lyricist. He's one of the greatest. He just can't fuck with Wayne. That's what I'm saying.
I'd put him in I wouldn't even put him in my top 5, probably.
That's fair. I can't hold you for your personal top 5, but we talking greatest, unbiased. He in the top 10. It don't matter what we think.
There's a Lil Wayne song. I think it's called Ransom. He does with Drake, and he literally raps the alphabet.
I told you I get paid by the letter like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, Y, Z, Z, top. Yes, we rock. And me and Drizzy both wrote on D top.
I love that song. But he fucking raps the alphabet. It's great.
Man, I just found a new joint. It's not new, it's old, but off a song called Grinding, where the man said, fuck 007, I work 24/7, I ain't got time to bond with no bitch. Come on. Do I have to explain this? Do I have to explain that bar? Do I have to explain that bar? F007, I work 24/7, I don't got time to bond with no. Come on. Come on, bro. It's ridiculous. Even deaf bitches say hi to me. She tell a blind bitch and she say, I gotta see. Come on. Come on. It's just punchline on punchline on punchline.
Dude, yeah, well, Wayne is 100% king of punchlines when it comes. His rapping is just punchline, punchline, punchline. Then you see people that are top of the charts now, and even if you don't think that he's one of the best or whatever, you can't deny how big he is. But Gambino's rap is insanely influenced by him or Lil Wayne.
Absolutely.
His influence,
Kendrick, Lil Baby.
Yeah,
he's rapping with his kids now, and that's another thing is where. He was already a bit of a weirdo because he was so young when he started. So you kind of started seeing people emulate him really early. I'm talking about when he was leaving the Hot Boys and all that. He had people mimicking him, right?
Yeah.
But then him still being so young, Jim Jones was telling a story about how Wayne came up to Harlem and you could hear how his sound changed a little bit. It's that makes sense. He was really only about 17 at that time.
Yeah, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you bring a 17-year-old New Orleans kid up here to Harlem, New York for a summer, you're gonna change their life.
Yeah.
The way that they talk, by the time they get back down south, people gonna be like, man, why are you talking like a New Yorker?
Right.
But he added that East Coast swag shit to his rap, and then 2004 came and it was over.
Yeah. Oh, he was king of the world.
It was over. If anybody really wants some deep shit to listen to, and here's something else, a good difference between Eminem and Lil Wayne. How do I put this? Because I mean this in the best way, because these two are equivalent for me. It's one, and Eminem's not number one, but he's prime. Wherever Wayne is, he's the shadow of that. M's kind of privileged as far as the way he talks to his fans, you know what I mean? Or his naysayers, but Wayne has always seemed a lot more appreciative of all of it. It's almost just Southern hospitality versus the 10-year-old's rage. Because Eminem put out that song Stan, right? Where he's kind of talking about his crazed fan is after him and whatnot and all that. It's so crazy, he kills himself. Well, Wayne put out a song that's unreleased. It's called Dear Ann, Stan's girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And just making sure she's okay and all that type of shit. So, cool. Real good person to listen to.
Are you a fan of Big L?
Come on, bro. I'm from Harlem.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah,
Big L.
Big L is almost
Big L.
The originator of fucking
Big L just as good
punchlines and murderous punch. His shit is so. Especially his easy 98 freestyle is one of the best freestyles to listen to.
100%. Cameron is great. Mace Mace is a monster.
Mace is
and I'm
nasty.
tired of people
Dude,
acting like
Mace
Mace isn't a monster.
Dude, Mace is underrated.
Mace is super underrated.
Because he preached. He underrated because he preached.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he's cool with religion.
And then
You guys
keep it
didn't
real
like
about it.
Welcome Back?
I
liked it.
Welcome back.
Dude, that song was a banger.
It was.
Welcome back. Yeah, right. Breathe, stretch, shake. Come on, man. There was like 4 good songs off that joint. And then Mace, even when he shows up now, he can still rap crazy. It's just that he ain't out there. He old, living in Miami. He ain't paying, not paying income tax. So Brian's still doing okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me go grab what's left of my joint because this is making me mad.
Yeah. Go look at that Dutch. Get high with us, man.
That's okay. We're going to crash in your apartment.
What did you say?
We're going to crash in your apartment.
Who is?
Me and Cody, right?
Yeah. You can do it.
So you could be at work. We'll use your bed.
Oh, God.
We'll
that gives
just like
me no
burn
comfort.
it down while you're
Yeah.
gone.
Just hide the gun, Jake, and that's it.
Oh, God.
Just
Oh,
hide
God,
the-
what you burning down? Dang, I picked a great time to come
Just
back.
hide the gun.
I came back and they talking about terrorism. Yeah.
Oh.
I hope the government watching. I don't have nothing to do with that shit. God bless the Cub America.
So Nico, do you have like any favorite superheroes or shit like that you really nerd out on?
Of course, bro. I got like I mentioned earlier, I got the Straw Hats, Monkey D. Luffy, all those people. I have X-Men is my favorite. I just had one of my friends, they drew me a Wolverine wall art piece. So I have that coming in a couple days.
Nice.
I mean, bro, I'm a big nerd, man. I'm a big nerd. And the things that I nerd out about, I go all the way. You know, even as far as THC is concerned, I can roll very, very good. So I'm not gonna smoke all them shits all the time, but I can roll very, very good.
I feel like everyone we talk to doesn't know how to roll. You guys don't know how to roll. I appreciate
I know how
can
to roll a
roll a
blunt.
decent
I just don't know how to roll a
blunt.
joint.
Yeah, my joint game
gotcha.
is
my
sloppy.
blunt
I can't
game
roll a
is-
blunt for
is on-
shit.
Oh, see, I can roll a blunt.
I can't roll joints. Those, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Like
I can do
but
blunts all
that's
day.
so annoying.
I can only roll
Yeah.
blunts with the Dutch. I suck with literally.
Yeah, that's the only
anything
time I
else.
Yeah.
Like when you have the leaf
Oh,
and
really?
everything.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I've used in West Virginia, we like have to use whatever we can. You know what I mean? Like certain, you can go to a tobacco store and get whatever, but like the gas stations will be like, oh, we're only selling Swishers and games or something like that.
Collect games. That's just such a funny games. Yo, that makes it sound like you play it for keeps for real. You feel it? Games. So I can roll up. My favorite things are the extra wide zigzags. Those are my favorite.
Ooh.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Them shits go hard. And it's almost impossible to like overload them. You can get if you have a quarter, you can put 2 of the extra wide zigzags side by side looking together and roll the whole thing into one of those. I call those those big boys. Big boys.
Big boys.
So are you more of a sativa guy or more of an indica guy?
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. I think the difference between the two is a lie. Right? So I don't really know which one. The body high over the head high. So indica over sativa, right?
Yeah.
I think I got that correct.
Yeah.
Indica's the body high.
There you go. I prefer that.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
You know, just not when I'm up high. Like if I'm high up in the air, like off the ground, I'm afraid of heights. So that's when it becomes a little much.
Do you like edibles?
Yeah. 100%.
What X-Men you fucking around with? Like who'd be one of your main characters?
Oh, you know, Wolverine's up there. But then when we go like to the other side, I think they do villains the best, man. One of my favorite.
Yes.
One of my favorite relationships is Charles Xavier and Magneto.
Hell yeah.
You know, because it's when I found out later, because I used to think there was this weird connection between them, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Then you find out, no, that's actually a thing. Martin Luther King is portrayed, his ideology is portrayed through Charles Xavier. Same thing with Magneto from Malcolm X.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, Jake, you brought this up early on in one of our first episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been a known fact.
Yeah.
I like that's why it's called the X-Men, because the Nation of Islam, like Malcolm X, they would get rid of their former name. So, and that's why they take their
Is that
no,
real?
that definitely can't be true. No way.
No,
There's no way Stan Lee did that.
That's
The
what
Nation
the
of
X is
Islam.
inspired
Really?
by. Yeah, because think about it. It's Malcolm X. Malcolm X was the only one who went by X. It was the Nation of Islam's way of getting rid of their slave name. So the reason they take like superhero names, like I'm Cyclops and not Scott Summers. I mean, obviously, superheroes are going to have the names, but yeah, it's like inspired by that.
No, but Jake,
So
remember
it's
that thing
called
I sent?
the
The thing I sent you the other day. It was saying that Chris Claremont was the one to kind of, make Magneto less of like a cheesy villain and more of like we're saying Malcolm X.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mean it was originated by Stan Lee, but it grew to something.
Oh yeah. So I get the comparison. Yeah,
Nice.
Man, I'm just loving hearing y'all be right or wrong about that.
Dude, we're always one of those for sure.
If only y'all knew how right y'all were. If only most people understood that those were the only options.
Dude, but yeah, so what villains? You love Magneto and Charles. What else? What other X-Men things are your jam?
Man, X-Men Legends 2 is one of my favorite video games.
Oh, I love that game. Hell
that's
yeah.
Such a good
Apocalypse.
game. Yeah, that's the one. The Apocalypse one, dude.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse is one of my favorite villains.
But now tell me why. That's what's really interesting.
I just like that he's this like he's just this prehistoric, like he's the first mutant, prehistoric superpower that like basically is almost like a god, and he just is like he's like Magneto to an extreme.
Right.
Yes.
And he's basically on the
100%.
not like on the X-Men,
100%.
but the way the universe is now, he's like on the side of, he's not evil.
Yeah, he's a part of some kind of X-Men council, isn't he?
Yeah,
nowadays?
Really?
And there's this whole big
the
event
X-Men
called.
Still around?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like they kind of revamped it recently.
Yeah, I heard, man. They had to.
Yeah, seriously. Like I think it was time for an update for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because what they did when they took everybody's powers, I thought that was dumb anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like what house was that around? House of M?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit like that. The way Magneto did Wolverine that one time where he ripped the skeleton out.
Yeah, that was sick. What was that in? Was that in
I think that was like the Onslaught universe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, damn,
Nice.
Onslaught, who's like what? He's Professor X and Magneto fused, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Bad boy. Bad boy. And then you realize like that's not even the most powerful thing in X-Men though, because you still got shit like the Phoenix Force and all that.
Yeah.
You know. I was gonna say my favorite little arc that they had in the animated series show was the Mcron Crystal arc. You know what I'm saying? Where they introduced
the Shi'ar.
Yeah, the fight against the Star Jammers, just all that type of stuff. I always love crew jams.
Yeah, wasn't that Scott Summers' dad, Cyclops' dad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Definitely was.
Yeah, dude, that 90s animated show is one of the best superhero things ever made, in my opinion.
100%. From the theme song to the voice actors, like, you can't find a better voice for Rogue. Like, I almost get upset that they don't just let her voice actress lip sync. Well, not lip sync, but
like dub it.
Yeah, just let her dub it, fam. Let them say it and let her dub it.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand what Jennifer Lawrence did with Mystique, bro.
Oh, she sucked as Mystique.
That was terrible.
Yeah, she was such a terrible, and it sucked even more because as she grew as a star, they had to make the movies more and more about Mystique, which I think Mystique is a great character, and she does shine in prominent roles, but she doesn't need that. Like, they just misrepresented her as a fuck.
I found this meme today. The top is like Jennifer Lawrence Mystique, and she says, "You guys always act like you're better than me," and it's every other Mystique below her, just like staring at her.
Oh yeah, but like every last one is better.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
The woman that played, who was it? Something Ramon, I think.
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Yeah.
Dude,
Cody's
Patty.
got a crush.
Yeah.
She was on Betty.
Of course she
bro.
was, yeah.
She was a certified
All,
baddie.
all I'm gonna say is that she was on point and she was sliding butt naked across floors
Yup.
in 2001.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
crushing it.
Speaking of which, we owe some people an apology. Like, yo, Janet Jackson, the older generation owes you an apology.
If you're listening.
Nah, they really do, because when you think about all the trouble she got in
Seriously, yeah.
for something that she had nothing to do with.
And Justin Timberlake got away scot-free.
His career only skyrocketed.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
career
Right.
skyrocketed.
You know, but you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hers got the shield pulled off.
Yeah.
Much like, I don't know, man. I didn't understand what the big deal was back then. I was like, y'all ain't never seen a nipple before?
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, I've never seen her nipple
Like-
before.
What was the big crime? But I mean, don't it look like other ones you've seen? It definitely look like something that I've seen though. I can assure you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, even when you think about politics, right? Like, Trump was ridiculous. And people said that, oh, well, you know, they got tape of him getting pissed on in Russia. That's why he acting so crazy. So it's like, you realize that that's the case. Then that means that they can only control him because they know that we care enough about his sexual habits that this could be held over his head.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I feel like for your average person.
If that's true.
If it's true.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it's true, but I don't ever want to see that tape.
Specific. I would pay to see that. I saw Chuck Berry fart in a prostitute's mouth. I'll definitely see someone pee on Trump.
Why did you see that?
Like a couple years ago, this video went around of there's like more than one.
Two girls,
Cody, did you ever
one
see
cup.
these? It was like very much
I
inspired.
don't know what
by
you're
it.
talking
Oh, you
about.
don't know what I'm talking about? Oh,
No.
dude, this is a class, and it's real.
No.
It's him. Like this, yeah. So there's videos of him pissing on a girl in a bathtub. He farts in the girl's mouth. And he's like, "I'm Chuck Berry. You like that?"
R. Kelly?
Basically,
Chuck Berry. Oh,
Chuck
okay.
Berry. Yeah, he was
yeah,
doing
I've
some
heard
R.
of that,
Kelly
yeah.
shit though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he ain't in jail for it.
No, he's a
No,
rock and roll legend.
He's a dinosaur.
What's his name?
Chuck
Chuck
Berry.
Berry.
Got you. I'm sure he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he's just gonna. He's gonna die anytime.
Oh, you silly.
We're calling it here and
Dude,
now.
Dude, he's just so old. He's outlived everyone.
Is he alive still?
Yeah,
Is he?
I don't know
Yeah.
if he is. Is he?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm about to say, I said yeah, but don't take my word
he
for it.
died in 2017.
Oh
Well,
man.
I tell y'all what,
I'm
he
late
don't
to the
care about that
game. We said Comics and Chronicles are here.
Yeah.
3 years later,
3
or
years
4
earlier.
years. Jesus Christ.
3.
That man has been dead for almost 5 years, bro. Yo, he looking down on y'all right now, just shaking his head. He'll die any day now, man. If only you knew. From your words to God's ears. What if he was alive and you just willed that to happen? What if that information,
Oh man,
what if that just changed like right now?
Oh.
if that manifested, that'd be crazy.
So, are you going to be touring anytime soon?
Yeah, man, I hope to be back on the road like with some frequency by the bottom of the year. But even if I'm not, I plan on making some content to flood the pages with, bro.
Nice.
It's time for that. All right, I'm just about rolled up.
Hey, no rush, bud.
That's gonna be. I want that to be the title of this episode.
What?
No rush, bud.
No rush. Done.
I
Those words have never been said more to me in my life.
feel like it's because I'm always late, and
Mhm.
so I try to be like understanding of other people.
I
You know
love
what I
it.
mean?
Love
Yeah, I'm like the tardiest. I show. Yeah, I'm never on time.
Cody's saying the words he wants to hear from us is what he's telling us.
Yes.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Hey Cody, I want you to know, bro, I'm on your side, man. Anybody that'll allow me the opportunity to meander this long without yelling, I appreciate it.
Dude, I can honestly say that
I get it.
while Cody, you are for sure notoriously late all the time, it always ends up being a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Like always.
See? That's why people will keep Cody around.
Morgantown's a dope town. It's a college town. It's a lot of fun.
So understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Hey.
People like to get rowdy here.
Oh, I don't know about rap.
Yeah, West Virginia is like for years was like number one party school in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Hold
I
on.
swear it was crazy. We used to get tear gassed regularly for burning couches after victories and shit.
You know what's funny? Now, most times when I hear about people getting tear gas, it shouldn't be tear gas, right?
Yeah, that deserved it. I wasn't a part of it.
I know. You
I
just
just lived in the same town.
Oh, now see, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? If you just get in like residual tear gas because you were around.
No, yeah, I didn't. I mean, I only went to WVU for like 2 or 3 years, and then I was like, man, fuck this stuff. I'm not gonna keep going into debt for some shit I don't really want to do.
Yeah.
And I hope that message is felt by anyone listening to this right now. Whatever you do, if it's trash, get out of it.
For real.
Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yeah, agree with that one.
All right. Now I am back. This is Roll.
Welcome back. We
Nice.
should have cued Mason's welcome back right there.
Yeah.
Man, all the
That
Lil
would have
Wayne
been
best-
perfect.
All the Lil Wayne Best of Me freestyle, whichever your YouTube can grab first. So what else we talk?
Dragon Ball Z. Who's your favorite
Ooh, yeah.
characters?
Piccolo, Goku.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Vegeta, Trunks.
Trunks.
Chi-Chi is a very consistent character. Doesn't get a lot of credit. Bulma has always been consistent. And Frieza might be another one of my just most favorite chaotic evil villains.
Oh, he's so fucking vicious.
Man, especially that like first iteration of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That first iteration of Frieza that was like beating Vegeta to a less than like easy to look at pulp.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot. Definitely a lot, dog.
I feel like the Frieza saga is probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's everybody's favorite because you get the Super Saiyan transformation in that arc. You get Krillin dying in that arc, but like again, just a brutal way. You get Vegeta getting beaten up to a pulp and crying in that arc. You get the excursion to Namek. You get Zarbon. You get Nailed, the Ginyu Force. Yeah, it's stacked. The Frieza saga is on point with some characters and moments. It's just so deterioratingly long at some points.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
it's like that 5-minute thing for Namek to blow up. God, damn, I was that 8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Who's smoking with me?
Awesome.
You all have something to light.
Let's do it.
Bong.
Light it and take a good 50-second pull with me.
Oh shit.
Let's
Now.
do it.
Hold on, wait.
Wait 1 second.
Wait.
Oh my god. I need to catch up. I thought I had more weed in my bong, but I did not.
Go ahead. I'll let you pack yours.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Go till your lungs tell you to stop.
Oh god. That melted me. Oh god.
I have baby lungs.
I couldn't even. That shit fucked me up. I felt myself melt for a moment.
You don't know, melt.
I'm back.
Dude, I did
Oh,
a
boy.
dab hit about 2 weeks ago at my coworker's house. It was so fucking, it was intense, man. It was too intense.
Yeah. I'll put I don't know if you ever had the dab oil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I've had that I put in like on the joint before.
Nice.
that's crazy.
I'll be honest, like, I don't like being that high.
Sometimes, every once in a blue moon, it works out perfectly. But 3 out of 4 times, Cody's having a panic attack, or just like going comatose. It's one or the other.
Man,
Like,
Cody, I wish you could have been around. What, like 420? One of my Instagram pictures. People think that's a cigar, and I laugh.
Nice. Nice. Did you just stuff it?
What?
The cigar?
No, that was the 2 zigzags.
Oh, the 2 XLs.
Which one of y'all got me on?
I do.
Look up the picture, bro. It's recent.
Oh, dude, I was following you on Instagram. Is your birthday on May 8th?
Yes, sir.
That's my birthday too. So
happy belated. Yeah. Well, happy belated, champ.
Are you guys Taurus Kings?
Yes, sir.
Taurus King.
Nice.
Taurus King.
I'm gonna get that tattooed, dog.
Taurus King.
It's gonna be the Taurus symbol with a crown on.
Yeah, I like
that.
That's hilarious. Taurus.
We'll get it. I'll go with you when you get it. We'll get matching tattoos.
Got it. But all on your dime. So remember you said.
Yeah, it's all good. I got a guy. I know a guy.
See? Done and done. I'm going to hold you to that. So what we going to talk now? We're going to talk comedy? What we talking? Because comedy is the thing I nerd out on the most. I'm not going to lie.
So let's
talk comedy.
Yeah.
So you want to start with a basic question? Or let's start. Who are your favorites that are like coming up now? Who are your favorites?
My favorites of my people are Nathan McIntosh, Ricky Velez, Phil Hunt's one of my favorites, Leonard Oops, Amini Imani. I love Jackie Fabulous. Oh my God, Sue Arguwall has always been one of my favorites. I haven't been able to see her live in years, but when she was over here, she's one of my absolute favorites. One of the sharpest I've ever seen with a pen. Hadia Robinson. But if we're talking about like the guys that are on the younger side right now, that I think are going to be beasts. Chike Robinson, Eagle Wit. There's a girl by the name of Brittany Carney that's fucking really dope and unique. I missed one in my just like one of my favorites. Man, Adrian LaPalucci.
Nice. She's so funny. So funny. Like relentlessly brutal in a time where people I feel like give her a hard time, and she's just does not fazed by it.
She does her shit, and that's the beauty of it, right? She does her thing, and she does it so well. And I get annoyed when nah, man, I really do, because everybody that I named to you is so dope, and some of them you've already heard about. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are already doing like fine, right? But what I mean is when you hear people say how hard it is to talk about things, and then I see her go up there with jokes that would like, again, brutal, but they're great jokes.
So funny. And like so well written. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know anyone else in that lane that's writing that vicious, that good, that often, that consistently for this long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no fluke. She's been around and doing that for years. You know what I'm saying? So I think in a time, especially when they talk about females in any art form being dope at something, I don't know. I don't know too much about like the industry side of things, like the people that make the decisions. But on the stand-up side, she's definitely one. Everybody else I named are people that I think once everybody sees them, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of those folks that I just named dope. And there's a lot of people that just aren't coming to mind right now. And probably as they keep going, they will. But yeah, all those folks. And again, there's so much dope out right now. Yeah. So much dope. That don't have to complain about how hard it is to talk about everything.
Yeah, I was just going to say, whenever stand-up comedy comes up in conversation, or just like when it's not like you guys are like deep in it, but I feel like it's always about like, people getting canceled and whatnot. But it's clear that there's like you just said, there's a ton of stand-up people out there that are doing material that it has nothing to do with that, and it's like it's not even what stand-up is about.
Not even that. It has nothing to do with that. Like the folks that complain about not being able to talk about anything, it's like I've seen people touch on the topics that people say you can't touch and be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because we come from the generation of knowing how to talk to these people because we actually are of their generation. We're with them all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know how to navigate them.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are yelling at the people that are offended are older than them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's harder for you to get. You can't say anything to these kids. Well, that's because you're their uncle's age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because even when you look at it, at the bottom of it, in some cases, most people are just asking for a certain type of respect, right? Hey, if I tell you I'm this, just call me that.
Yes.
Right? They probably would have been a lot less up in arms if the folks talking to them would have just respected that first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For example, if I tell you, like right here, right now, right? Let's say you come to my house, smoking my joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I ask you, hey, fam, I understand you got a cigarette or something. Do me a favor. Just don't light that in my crib, right? If you don't light it in my crib, cool. Next time you come over and I'm smoking, I might even consider letting you smoke. It might be all cool because you respected my wishes the first time. If I tell you not to smoke my house and then I see you light your shit, everything you do after that is going to be way more, it's going to get a much more extreme reaction than it would have gotten if you hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I asked you to do was respect me when you just met me, right? So, I don't know. I think
Dude, that's a great analogy. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I think some of that stuff is overblown, man. And I think it's time to expose the people that actually know how to talk to these people. That talk to them every day. You know, because there's a whole new wave of people that are out here, you know. So if you listen to this podcast, go look up all the folks I mentioned, but then go find your favorite comedian because they're definitely out there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, I'm so clueless about the stand-up scene now, and that's literally what I was thinking in my head. Whatever comics you guys just listed, I'm checking every single one of them out.
Yeah, fam. Yeah, bro. And again, it's so annoying because there's so many. Yeah. And I'm talking about that are really, really, really dope.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, I grew up on, like, watching, like, Comedy Central Presents all the time. You guys remember that show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's how I, like, got introduced to stand-up, honestly.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I would religiously watch that show. So there's stand-ups on there that, like, I remember, like, you know, Patton Oswalt, he didn't start there, but, like, I remember this dude as, like, someone I'm like, who is this guy?
Just and that had to be how many years ago?
Like late 90s.
So Patton Oswalt is what, 50 now?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even late 40s, early 50s. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if that's 20 something years ago, right? I mean, you saw him when he was in his mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that.
Absolutely.
And you need that matches the energy of the people that are actually out living and all that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Like I watched a lot of I watched a lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have cable, so I missed a lot of Comedy Central for the most part. But I watched all the Def Jam, I watched all of the sitcoms, I watched all of like, you know, the late nights that would come on and all that type of stuff, right? And something that was evident was that the people that were performing were around the age of the audiences they were in front of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even the big stars. Like, you look at the Kings of Comedy who are all older, but their audience matched that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You look at Martin Lawrence at the time, there's a reason why Martin is still one of the most highest resonating sitcoms right now. And it's because for the Black person that was in their 20s, it made sense to look at Martin. He looked like them. He sounded like them. And in some ways, for us right now, he built your sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
But again, he was close to your parents' age at that time. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, everybody that's yelling at the kids for how sensitive they are almost 20 years older than them. But yeah, I think there's a lot of great talent running around right now. You know, it would be dope to have the stand-up opportunities as far as like volume-wise that they had in the earlier generations, right?
Yeah.
Because these generations right now, like the people coming up, they don't get a lot of credit for how much they had to build on their own and how much they have to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? Where your following in a lot of cases does matter, or your lack of a following in a lot of cases does matter. It's a big consideration for some folk, right?
Dude, this was sick. Dude, thank you so much. And seriously,
Thank you.
Seriously.
Really appreciate you coming on, man. That was awesome.
Appreciate y'all.
I definitely will hit you up about booking you to come out here.
Yes, man. Let me know.
Yeah,
I'd love
dude,
to.
for sure.
I'll even bring the squad with.
Hell
nice.
yeah.
All right. So let me know the details. I'll talk to y'all soon.
Do you have anything beforehand that you want to promote coming out?
Yeah,
in
you
the
want to
future?
plug any shows or anything coming up?
You know, it's funny. I don't have any road dates that are that far out ahead for me to plug right now, but I will say this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed me, please check out my special. It's called Dark Out, DARKOUT. That is on YouTube. Coming soon will be the audio version, the album of that. I might call it Dark Out, but I'm most likely going to call it Dark Tapes. And I'm going to release an A-side and B-side of that if I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's actually a lot of material that you don't see on Dark Out that we laid, right?
Nice.
So Dark Out, the recording that ended up on YouTube, is out of an hour and like 30. So I'm going to keep a lot of what didn't make that. But before we brought in the Frank Sinatra style microphone, I did stand up the regular way, right? No, still no audience, but me and the microphone with different jokes on those two takes. So I'm gonna take a couple of those jokes that didn't make the final special. Take some of those, take all of the audio of Dark Out, and put them both. Like the A side to be what people saw on YouTube, the B side to be the shit that I wanted to add in that didn't make the final special, like the deluxe cut or whatever.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. And then after that, I'll say it on this because it'll make me do it. I'm starting an interview show called Interviews with Neko White, and hope to start doing the live interviews in person soon. And I'll be putting full episodes of that out on Instagram and YouTube by the end of this summer.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Well, shit.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Shall be what it shall be. Thank y'all so much for having me on.
Thank you.
I had fun.
This was a
Seriously,
Neko White,
this was
everybody.
a blast.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.